Hey there guys and girls, this is Brad and you're watching Fins and Faith. So today we're going to get back after our goal, which is to catch a 1 pound bluegill. I remembered to bring my scale this time. Last time I left it at the house, so today we're a little more prepared. So I've got my crickets here. They are ready to go. The wife actually said that she wants to go fishing with me this morning, so she'll be coming along. She's done given me strict instructions to not put her in any videos, but I may just do that anyway. So y'all come with us. Let's go see if we can find some big ones. Let's go fishing. All right, so here we are at our first spot. We come to this little treetop to start with. So today's mission and my new goal is to catch a 1 pound bluegill. But I just want to catch a bunch of fish for y'all mainly. And if we're lucky, we'll get that big one. Just using crickets, small bobber, ultralight rod. The way it's so cloudy today and the water's clear, I can see, I'm sure y'all can't, but I can see just hundreds of bluegill beds right here to my right. Don't think anything's gonna be on them right now. It's been about 2 weeks since the full moon. And they're not right on this treetop, so they're not on bed. They're not just coming off a bed, so it may take a little while to find them. There's one. It's not a terrible fish. It's a little bluegill, just a little shy of a keeper. Well, maybe a lot shy of a keeper. So there's the first fish of the day. Definitely not the pounder we're after. These cricket hooks that we use, right there, just a long shank cricket hook. I don't know if you can see that real good, but it's got a really long shank. That's what they're designed for, is crickets. And I love them, but they will bend out on you, not necessarily on a fish, but taking fish off the hook, you'll warp them up and stretch them up. But that's really what they're designed for, because when you get stuck, they're designed to bend out to where you're not going to lose your line or all your whole setup. You're just going to bend your hook out and keep fishing. Oh yeah, we got one on here. Not going to show Lizzie, just her fish. She don't want to be seen. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good, oh yeah, that's a pretty good one right there. There we go. I'll get a picture of it for you. Yep. So there's Elizabeth's first fish, and what we've got, you can't hardly see it, but orange, red right there. So that's a little, not a little, it's pretty good size. Nice little shell cracker. She called her a little shell cracker. Put him back. So it seems like the fish have been bedding in here and in this treetop. So now that the spawn is over and the full moon's gone, it's been 2 or 3 weeks. It seems like they've moved down this bank and they're sitting in the deeper water on this little point right here. I'm gonna try to catch one more fish here. See if we can get one more. I wanna make sure they're all gonna be small before I take off and go to the next spot. Yeah, I don't know if they're not even taking the cricket, so I don't know if they're just that small or if they're just biting really funny today. I don't know. So I think it's time. We're probably gonna move on to one of my better spots. It's still early. I'd like to hit it early this morning and just to see if they're there. It's gonna tell me whether or not they're stationed in any of my spots or if I'm gonna have to search all day. All right, here we are to one of our productive spots, but like I said, it's a different situation now. All the fish have moved off beds and we're trying to find them. Once we find them, they'll be in bunches, but we got to find them. Oh, Elizabeth's got one behind us. Oh, that's a good one. She's got a nice bluegill. Let's go take a look at this one. So she's catching all the big ones today, it looks like. My goodness. All right, so yeah, she's got a real nice one here. That is a big bluegill. We're gonna measure it And we're gonna weigh this one. I don't think we're close to a pound by no means, but just to give y'all an idea of what a pound bluegill is gonna be. This is a 9 1/4, close to 9 1/2, about 9 3/8 of an inch. Hand me that scale right there, Lizzie. Oh, okay. You got it on? All right. And we're just gonna weigh this thing just to see how much this one weighs. All right. So just to give you an idea of how big an actual 1 pound bluegill is. Like all these YouTube channels and people you see saying 1 pound bluegills, 2 pound bluegills. Okay, that fish right there is 9 1/4 inches. Big bluegill right here. And it is half a pound, 8 ounces. So we're gonna have to catch one double that size to get to a 1 pound bluegill. That's a big bluegill. I have caught some in my recent videos that were a good bit thicker and a little longer than that one. So I think I've caught some in the 3/4 of a pound range, but I have not yet caught one a pound for sure. So today is going to be a challenge because I've been to 2 spots. I've been catching some monster bluegill and neither have produced. So today we get to really buckle down and see if we can't find these things and what they're doing today. There we go. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, that feels like a good one. Man, he's fighting for sure. And pulling. Geez, he's going straight down. I don't even know if it's as big as the one she just caught, but man, he's fighting. A lot thicker for sure, but not nearly as long. My goodness, that thing has some fight in it. It's a thick bluegill, like I said, but not as long. Just a really pretty bluegill though. That'd be another good eating size if we were keeping. You know, like I told y'all in one of my recent videos, when you're bluegill fishing, you don't have to spend a lot of time in one area. If they're there, they're gonna eat, and if they're not, then you're gonna know it pretty fast. I usually, oh, there's a good fish. Yep. I usually give an area 10 to 15. Oh, you're gonna take me right under that tree, of course. Here we go. There we go. Pull him up over it. Man, these fish are fighting so hard in here today. Oh, that's a good bluegill right there. Again, this is a, you know, that one Elizabeth caught was almost 9 1/2 inches. These are probably closer to 8 1/2, which is still a really big bluegill, but they are so fat right now in there. Look at that. It's just so wide from belly to back here. But a beautiful bluegill. I'm not gonna weigh this one. It's honestly probably about the same weight as hers, even though it's shorter because it's so much thicker. But they seem to be turning on a little bit. Oh, there's a good fish. God, he is fighting too. I hope y'all can see. Oh, yeah, that's a good bluegill. That is a big one. See if I can get him in the boat. That one's longer and fat. We're gonna weigh this one and see what it is. As y'all see, it's a big bluegill. He's thick. So we're gonna get a measurement and a weight on this one and see how close we are. That one's 9 inches. Ooh. That one's pretty much right at what the last one was. Even though it's fatter, it's about a 1/2 inch shorter. So it weighs right at a 1/2 pound too, a little bit under a 1/2 pound. Waiting on that bite a while. Probably been about 10 minutes or more since we've caught a fish, and got a good bite and had way too much slack in my line, missed him. So there he is. He came back and got it. Oh goodness, that's a good fish. God, he's fighting hard. Oh yeah, another big bluegill. That one's got a little bit of a forehead on it. This one's right at 9 inches. Not quite as thick as that last one. So we're not gonna weigh him, we'll throw him back. All right, before I leave this spot, I do want to say that I am excited about this winter coming back to these treetops right here with some minnows, and have a feeling they're going to hold some pretty good crappie up in here. I've only crappie fished this lake one time, and it was a pretty good day, but it was in the fall. So in the winter, I'm gonna come back to these trees with some live minnows and maybe some jigs and see if we can't get some good crappie out of here. But we're gonna change spots. Y'all stay with us. All right, here we are at spot number 3. We've probably caught around, I don't know, 10 or more today. 4 or 5 pretty good ones. Well, more than that, probably about 6 or 7 really good ones. The half-pound mark seems to be the biggest ones we're catching today. But we're going to try to change that. Oh, God, he ran right toward me. Having to catch up with him. Didn't know what I had. A little small bluegill. Really good colors though. Oh yes, there's a good fish. Oh, that looks like a good one, guys. Oh yeah, that's a really good fish. Oh goodness, look at this bluegill. Ugh. Man, that is a good one. Well, he flopped just at the right time and broke my hook off. Had to retie that. Look at that fish. Got a forehead on him. Got a bloody tail here. It looks like some of these fish seem to be coming into spawn late. That's a good one right there. Not gonna weigh it. It's probably maybe an ounce or two bigger than what we've been catching, but probably still around the 10-ounce mark. Oh, there's a fish. Oh goodness, that must be, yeah. We got a itty bitty little spotted bass. Look at that. They don't want to be touched. There we go. There's our trophy. And yeah. Well, he's still flopping everywhere. Let's get this guy in the water. There we go. Whew. I'm gonna put my stuff up, change batteries, and we're gonna go to another spot. We're running out of crickets, so this last spot we're gonna see if we can't get on some good fish with these last crickets. All right, here we are, spot number 4, and we have still not really got on them. We've caught fish here and there, but just haven't got a pattern yet of catching a bunch at once. There's a fish. What have we got? It's fighting different. Oh yeah, good bluegill. Oh, that is a nice one. Just right off of that bank right there. Whew. Good looking bluegill, thick too. Almost, that's probably another half-pounder right there, maybe even an ounce over a half of a pound. There's a fish. Boy, he took it fast. Golly. I don't know what I got, but this thing is fighting. What have I hooked? I'm over Lizzie's line. Good lands, what is this? Definitely the hardest fighter of the day. I don't know what it is, but It is digging. Oh yeah, here's the bluegills we're after. I'm gonna net this one. When you net a bluegill, you know you caught a good one. Let me get this thing out of here and I'll show y'all what we got. Oh, dropped him. Golly, this is what we're after. Even bigger, but look at that bluegill. My goodness. That is a monster right there. He's thick. Got a big old forehead right here. Look, can't hardly get my hand around him. We're gonna put him on the scale. All right. There we go, folks. We have got 10 ouncer here. So that's 5/8 of a pound. We've caught some half pounders. That's 5/8 of a pound. On our way to 3/4. See how thick he is. So that right there, it takes 6 more ounces to get a 1 pound bluegill. And I'm excited about catching one. I know it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna take y'all with me when it does happen, so y'all can see it too. Let's get back out there and fish some more. We just caught a 10 ouncer. That's our biggest one of the day. That was a nice bluegill. Like I said, it takes 6 more ounces to be a pound. So, I mean, that's a big bluegill. So now when you see these videos saying catching 1 pound bluegills, catching 2 pound bluegills, you know what a 1 pound bluegill looks like now. So 6 ounces bigger than that last one we caught, so you can call a bluff on that. All right, so we moved down to the point. I've not really fished this point, but maybe a few minutes ever, and not really giving it a chance, but we're down to our last cricket, so we're gonna try it and maybe put on some kind of artificial for bluegill when this cricket disappears. All right, so we're gonna leave the spot, try to get out of the wind for a minute, down to 1 cricket. I'm gonna go somewhere too that when this cricket's gone, we can put on some artificial and just to see if they'll hit artificial today. Give it a shot. All right, so we're back at this spot. Never fished this with live bait, so. Oh, there we go. I knew it. This is where we've been coming for bass. Oh, that's a good one too. And I've been telling y'all, I've been getting a lot of bluegill hits while fishing for bass. And here they are, look at this thing. Golly. That is a monster bluegill. Look at that, folks. That is a big bluegill. First cast. Bait might have been in the water 5 to 10 seconds. Yep, 9 and almost 3/4 inches long. So that's the longest one we've caught today. Not the fattest, I don't think. We're gonna find out. Sorry, cleared my scale here. Not as big as that last one, but he's another 8 ounce, so that's a half pound bluegill. And if he was fat, no telling what he would weigh. All right, so what we're gonna do, I've got this 1/64 of an ounce trout magnet jig head right here. Just a tiny little jig head, 1/64 of an ounce. Red, and I've got, this is a Nico wax worm. They're 1 inch, extra soft and so durable. So again, that's Nico Dappy wax worm. And that's all it is right there. Just a little 1 inch, looks like a little tiny wax worm. I'm just going to thread that up. Just like that. And that's just, I'm going to keep it simple. That's all I'm doing right there. And I'm going to put it under a float about 2 foot and just throw it out and reel it in really slow back to me. So just a slow retrieve under a bobber, all we're doing. Gotta work myself back over to my spot first. I don't know how we keep drifting so far, but we do. So those of you that's never done this, it's a really simple technique, and I'm about to show you how to do it. Very productive for catching fish, especially in my experience, crappie love this technique. All right, so I showed you what I got. All we're gonna do is throw out there, let it sink down, and when it sinks down, just reel it really slow back to me. Super slow. Slower the better. I apologize to y'all. I don't have my trolling motor mounted. I'm having to anchor down, and this wind isn't but maybe 6 miles an hour, but it's carried me down this lake in no time with this anchor dropped. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, there's a fish. He come and got it. Oh, that feels like a good fish too. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good bluegill. Really good bluegill. Let's get him in here. Whoo, look at that pretty fish. We've had a lot of mess ups here in the last 5 to 10 minutes or more. So just believe me when I tell you, we've only took about 5 casts with this bait because of tangles and such things as that. And in 5 casts, we've missed a really good one and caught this big brute of a bluegill here. He looks like about a, I think Lizzie wants me to measure him. Let's see here. Yep, he'll swap right there between 9 and 9 1/4 inches. Oh, there's a fish. God, he come out of nowhere and crushed it. This thing's so fun to fish with. It's not as big as they've been being, but pretty bluegill, and he hammered it. Oh, there's a good catch and release. All right, we're gonna try one more spot. We gotta get out of this wind. Like I said, we wasn't supposed to do this today, but it is, so we're gonna have to get ourselves out of it to be able to fish with these ultralight setups. Whew. All right, we got out of the wind and a little deep little slough here. Goes way back. Got some good deep water. Let's see if we can catch some fish using our new method here. Oh, there's a fish. A little bitty guy. He was way up on the bank. Oh, there's another fish. We found some way up there. Another little guy, a little bigger. I don't know. Probably about the same. All right. See if there's any fish in here. There's a good, that's a better fish right there. What we got? Oh, that's a bluegill. Not a bad one. Better than the last couple we've caught. You see them? Mm-hmm. Oh, these little guys are just pecking away at this thing. There we go. There's a better fish. Don't know what we got, but it's a good break from all these little ones we're catching. He's digging pretty good. Oh yeah. Wow, look at this. That's another big one. Look at that. Big. Now he's thinned out, but that's probably a 9-incher. Nice. You hear that?
Mm-mm.
Cool. I went like this. And my back went.
That's good.
Oh, another good fish. Goodness. Well, I've kind of got onto something here. Look at him in there. Oh, wow. God, that's a good one. And look. Oh, quiet. Look how he ate that thing. Another big one. That one's not quite as big, but he's probably a 7.5. A little thicker than the last one. There we go. Same spot. Another good one. Wow. Look, that's 3 good fish in what, maybe a minute? And look at this one. They're getting bigger. Look at that fish. Wow. We're going to put him on the measure and see how long he is. Throw a lot of water on that deck right there because that deck is scalding hot and I don't want to hurt this fish. So we're going to measure him real quick here. Yeah, that one swipes 9 3/4. So a 1/4 inch away from being a 10-incher. And let's get the scale here. He seems thin to me, so I don't think we'll weigh him. But yeah, good long fish. If it was winter time or fall and he was thickened on out, that'd be probably a 3/4 pounder. Okay, so rather than retie after I just lost my hook there and that bait I was using, we're just gonna call it a day. It's done. The sun's come out. It's getting really warm really fast. Got here at about 7. It's getting close to 11 now, so we've been here less than 4 hours and caught a lot of fish. Had a good time. I hope y'all had a good time watching us. Hope you subscribe if you hadn't done that. If you have subscribed, I appreciate all the support you've been giving us. We worked hard today for them because they weren't in their normal places. But we found them and caught some good ones, caught a lot of fish. But we're gonna head home. We appreciate y'all going with us. Thank you.